this as quick as possible. This is part 2 to the last video that I made, the money glitch. I do apologize. I've been having some trouble with my headset lately. For some reason, it's been cutting off in the middle of doing videos. So I guess I'm going to break this one up into multiple parts. So all the information that I mentioned in the last one is still valid. I'm just going to try and pick it up from where I left off, which is going to require me to go back to the garage. So what I was saying, just a quick summary of the last one: you need a drag car and a race car, and you need to bring it to the solar sprint race. If you haven't watched that first video, go back and watch that video, because I'm not going to recover all of that material, but I made it down to the solar sprint last time, and that's about where it cut off. That was only half of the steps, so luckily I've already got a drag car here. I actually had my Mustang on the other one, but I'm going to use my Camaro that I got and see if I can pull it off with that one, just to show you that you can do it with any drag car. Because that's basically what I was saying in the last video. You know, it doesn't matter which drag car, just pick a good drag car and go down there to initiate the glitch. So same thing I said then, I'm going to say this time too. Once I kick this off and I start racing, I recommend you skip to the end. This could actually be kind of a long process, but if you want to see the end result, that's basically what the intent of this video is to show you what you end up with by doing this. So here's my Camaro drag car. The last video I used a Mustang. This one I'm using a Camaro. And I've got several cars in my garage now. I've just basically been playing this to get more money, doing this glitch, and get more cars. Shouldn't take too long. I'm not going to go back through everything I said in the last video. Hopefully you've watched that. I've also watched it to see what went through and what didn't. So you know you need a drag car if you watch that. Now, another thing I didn't get around to saying on that part is you want to line up right about here where that little concrete wall is, and that candy cane looking pole somewhere in the middle. You want to be, you know, relatively good distance away from the wall, depending on how high up your car goes when you lift off. And also, one thing I didn't point out is your NOS gauge in the bottom right corner where that little flame is. So you're not going to use gas at all to do this. You're going to hit X and NOS into the wall. What you want to do, though, is you want to hit R1 right when that NOS gauge gets to the top of that flame, right? So that's how that works. And hopefully I can do this the first time. And it did not work. That was not what was supposed to happen. I may end up having to get my Mustang after all. But you want it to be a full NOS gauge. Let's see if I can do this again. First off, let me see how. That's probably about where I need to be. You want it to be in first gear too. So NOS into the wall. You know what? I got to do some tuning on my car, because mine is set for duration. I need to move it back down to the middle. There, that should work. Because that's what my Mustang is set to. That's why it's taking so long. Let's try this again. R1. Now see, it didn't take me to the change car, and when I drive away it should still be on my screen. You see how change car is still stuck on my screen? That's what you want. That's how you know the glitch is working. Now that was step 1, right? So you NOS into the wall, you did the timing right on your R1 button, just like I explained. Now what you want to do is you want to go back to the garage and do not hit R1 at all. I use L1 to cycle the locations. Go back, fast travel, and you're going to pull out your race car that I mentioned in the beginning of the last video. You get here, pull it out, and once you pull it out, you're going to drive away so you can hit R1, because you see how change car is right behind it, but inner garage is on top of it, so we're going to hit R1 to go into the garage. But after that, don't touch R1, because you'll mess it up and have to go back to the wall and reset the glitch. But we're almost done. This is Now that I've got change car stuck on my screen, that's the glitch. So this is my race car. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out of the garage. This is one of my race cars anyway. It doesn't matter which one you get, you just need a race car. Because this race is very long, it's like a 20-mile race, and race cars get to the end faster, so you get your money faster. So in my last video, I think I had around $220,000 before the race. I'm going to take a look at it this time too to see where it's at so you can see the end result, because it may be different now. Because I think I have played this game a couple times. So we're going to drive away from the garage to get inner garage off, right? So real quick, I got 292,000. We're going to leave it at that. We're not going to worry about the 300 because we're going to be doing this math in our head, right? 292,000, 290 roughly. So what we're going to do is you don't even have to go back to that race. So all you're going to do from here, once you've got the glitch on there, is you hit R1 to start the race. And when the side bet comes up, you're going to accept it. You're paying $5,000 to get $62,000 for that side bet, right? But here's the catch. Here's why it's a glitch, right? When these cars line up to take off, they're going to take off for the race, and you're going to hit R1 again because that glitch is still on the screen, and another side bet's going to come up. And you're going to keep repeating that same process until event failed pops up on your screen. It usually happens about 5 times. Let's watch here. So when they take off, I'm just going to hit R1 because the glitch is still on my screen. See? There they go, R1. Another side bet. Another 78,000. And we're just going to keep repeating that. Now I got to hit a top speed of 249, and I may have gotten the wrong car for that. This is not the car for that. But you have to complete that side bet to get the total. You have to complete those side bets to get the full amount. So what you're usually going to be doing is spending that time trying to complete that side bet, because in the beginning how they took off, so here's another 68,000. They're still running the race. They're in the race right now. So when event failed comes up, you'll be starting another race and they won't be there. You won't have any competition, so you don't have to worry about coming in first place. We're just going to keep collecting these side bets. Now you'll notice it's costing money to do this too. It's you have to invest into this. You have to put your own money up. We're just waiting for event failed to pop up. See, there it is. Now we're gonna run the race. Now you won't have a map. You'll have to do this without the map, but you'll still have all the blue markers. And you do not want to hit R1 at all. So this is a 20-mile race. So you're basically just going to run this whole race following the blue markers. Now remember, when I started doing this, I had like $290,000. And this is the part that it said in the beginning that you might want to just skip to the end, because this is a pretty decent sized race. So we are literally trying to get to the end of the race. That's it. You're just trying to get to the end of the race, and you're trying to hit that side bet that's on the right-hand side of the screen. Unfortunately, just my luck, that's the side bet that I was hoping that I didn't get, and I ended up getting it, because that, to me, is the hardest one to get. There is a certain spot on this race that you have to be going downhill and hit NOS at the same time and not hit any cars to reach 249 miles per hour. That's really fast. This is my Lambo, and it probably does like 210, maybe 230 with NOS. You have to have the right set of conditions to hit that 249. See, this is a long open road, and I'm still nowhere near that. 207, 210. And it's very difficult to do because you always got to dodge traffic left and right. Yeah, just ignore that. All you're concerned about doing is getting to the end of the race. Sometimes you'll get stuff like get 20 near misses. Sometimes you'll get stuff like, I don't even know, drift 5,000 miles total. Those are a little bit easier to get. The drifting one is probably my second least favorite because it just takes so long. And with these Lambos, they don't drift that well. So you're going to spend, it's going to take a little longer to get to the end trying to drift with them. But as long as you make some kind of continuous effort to get to these checkpoints, you'll be fine. The glitch won't mess up. Even if it does, if the checkpoints go away because you did something wrong, all you do is just hit R1 and go back to the beginning because that glitch won't go away until you hold R1 and get it to go away. I've done this a few different times. I've messed around with it, tried different stuff. I know what works, what doesn't work. As y'all saw, I got the glitch to work with my Camaro when the first time I was going to do it with the Mustang, just because that was the car I had selected when I turned the game on. So there is a spot on the end of this race. It's the same track basically every time. There is one spot in specific that I tried to get the 249. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this car. There is a specific car on here. I can't remember what it's called. It looks like a Lambo. I don't think it is a Lambo, but it comes out of the dealership like 220 something stock. That's before the upgrades. This will do 20. This car I got now does 220 after upgrades. So that's why I say you know your best bet's that car. It sounds like a damn spaceship when it takes off. Like it's got a jet engine in the back of it. I think I'm getting close to that area because everything's going downhill now. Just need to find me a nice long straightaway and try not to hit anybody. Easier said than done, though. I think this is the spot that I should have done it at. Regardless if I don't get it, though, you'll still see quite a decent payout without hitting all those side bets. It just won't be as big if you don't hit that side bet. If you do the side bet, you can get like 500,000. I think it's only 3 if you don't do the side bets. Which for one race, still, that's not bad. And you can just run the race back to back. Like Drake, Meek Mill, back to back. And just keep getting 300,000 each time. You know, 3 races, you got $1 million, you can get whatever car you want. See, that's what I mean about not hitting nothing. Easier said than done. Yeah, I've already passed it. I ain't gonna be able to do it now. There's no way. I just wanted to make sure that I came back and did the rest of this video because one of my buddies, CZ, he pointed out that I forgot to do the rest of the video after I quit broadcasting the last time. So here's part 2, in case you were wondering how this ended. So we're getting pretty close. You see in the top right-hand corner, it's showing the miles now. I'm at 3.8. I'll get there eventually when I quit killing people. I'm not even going to try and hit it now because there's no way I can get it on this last stretch. I'll just go back to my garage after this and get my other race car. This is by far the hardest one for me to do. And if there was a way to turn traffic off, I could probably do it easier, but that's the biggest challenge of doing it, is you have to dodge traffic while you're doing it. think I've done it maybe a total of once. Last stretch. All right, hold on. 260. Look at that. Look at that number. 260. That's how much money I got. Let's see how much I have after I've passed this finish line. All right. So first place didn't even matter that I wasn't racing anybody. Now I got 523. So whatever the math, whatever the difference is between that 265 something, you know, you're looking at $200,000-$300,000, whatever that is. So I'm actually going to run it again. I'm going to get my other race car. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to check to make sure these headphones are still on, which actually, yeah, I still see the light. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to go into the garage. I'm going to show you that you can just keep doing this glitch over and over again once you get it on the screen. It's actually pretty cool. I'm going to change my car, though. Swap with one in the warehouse. I think it's in the warehouse. And you can look at my lineup of cars. There's one. There's one. This one was 1.2 million. Yeah. So it is not in here, actually. It's probably on the other side of the garage. Where you at? There it is. This is the one I'm talking about. The Koenigsegg. This thing is a beast. Fastest car on the game, stock. Doesn't turn as good as some of the other ones, like that Indy car that I had in the warehouse. That Indy car that I had in the warehouse, that one's got the best handling to me, but it's not as fast as this one, so it's really all about your style of play. This one's a beast, though. Listen to it. It's got that spoiler that automatically comes up. Alright, so we're going to run this race again. Look, just hit R1, goes right back to it. Remember, accept every single one of these until event fail pops up. Just keep restarting it. That's the whole trick. It doesn't matter if you pull away. One guy said that he pulled away before he hit R1. None of that matters. You don't have to pull away. You can just hit R1. And I'm gonna show you that. You've already seen it already. I'm going to show it to you again, though. See, watch, they're going to take off. I'm just going to R1. Goodbye. R1. Take that side bet. Oh, and if you like these skins, I don't know if I mentioned that last time. These are all from the community. I did not make any of these skins. I got one skin that I made. That was on the Camaro that I was driving when I first started this video. But all these other ones are from the community. There's some pretty nice skins out there. You should go check them out. It's R1. Select side bet. Shouldn't have to explain it anymore. You should get the idea by now. Just waiting for event failed. In the meantime, I'm just racking up these side bets. There it is. Now we're going to take off. Now hopefully I can do this side bet. This car is going to give me my best chance at it. This car will move. This car also fishtails very easily. Damn it. Get out of the way. That's what I'm talking about. People all in the way. Although this is the fastest car, it does come with a downside. It is very hard to keep on the road. I'm pretty sure I could probably change that if I tuned it, but I'd rather not. Not right now. Well, that didn't work out the way I hoped. Bear with me, people. 14 more miles to go. Oh yeah, also, side note, don't miss your checkpoints. You literally have to go right through them, or you'll have to double back and go through it again. And no, this is not how I drive in real life. Traffic is heavy tonight. Must be because it's Thanksgiving weekend. I'm gonna try to hit this 249. It ain't gonna happen right there though. And yes, that part of the race right there does make you go into oncoming traffic. You'll notice there's only one checkpoint, and it's on this side of the road. Yep, didn't do it. That was the chance, and I missed it. Those people are dead. God, I got so close. I was at 247. That's like the most ridiculous side bet ever. Because there's literally probably only one car that can even do that, and that's this one. I challenge you, fellow YouTubers, if there's anybody out there that can hit 249 with any other car, please show me. Alright, let's look at our bank account. I don't remember what it was at, like 530, something like that. So there you go. There's another 200, 300,000. And that's it. That's the bet, or that's the glitch, right? Unfortunately, because of the one I have on my screen, I'm not getting as big of a payout as I want, but trust me when I tell you that if you complete that side bet, it will be much higher. I believe when you do the side bets, if I remember correctly, it's about 500,000 every time. Fortunately, Unfortunately, I got stuck with one that is very difficult to do. So, you know, now you can go basically anywhere you want, any of these dealerships, and buy you one of those cars that you like. Because some of them are pretty expensive, and without this glitch, you'd be playing this game a lot, trying to grind up some money for it. See, you can still see the glitches still on my screen, even at the dealership. So here's all your cars. All the nice ones are at the end. There's a few on here. Corvette. I want that Viper. Your Porsches. There's a Nissan, McLaren, Lamborghinis. I want to get this one too, that Ford GT. Look at them. I got that Lamborghini already. Look at how much these are. 537, 500. Look at this one though. It's almost $1 million. I already got that one too. It sucks though. Just so you know, don't waste the money on it. It's garbage. I don't have that one yet though. That Aston Martin. That's the look at this top speed. 255. Look at that. Look at some of the other top speeds. 220, 205, 230. Even the $1 million car is not even coming close to that. It's garbage. That's why I say get this one. That car is the fastest one. Look at all these other ones. None of them come close to 255. I don't get that. So yeah, if you can find a car out there, fellow YouTubers, that can do that 249 easier than the one that I was using, please show me. I would gladly adopt whatever technique you're using. Anyway, I'm going to let you watch me buy one of these cars with that money that I got. And then I'm going to call it a day. I want this one. Nope, it's not the most expensive one, but I like Vipers. There's the Viper. And then you can go like to one of these garages or whatever they're called, tune-up shop, and you can buy the catch-up pack with some of that money you just earned, because those are expensive too. They'll put you right up there, right? They'll make your stock higher leveled so your car is faster. They got those catch-up packs up there. So level 6, level 11, and level 16, you see it's 162,000. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on here. And now my car is all level 16 stuff. And you see in the top right corner how it's a level 368 car now? It goes up to 18. That's where I think it stops, level 18. But mine's level 16. And I hadn't even done anything else to it yet. I just bought it from the dealership. You saw that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do apologize. Hopefully in the future I'll have some better headphones and you'll be able to hear me the whole time without any interruptions. But thanks again.